Hey everyone, this is Tom Desmond. I'm the CEO of Apricot Law, and I'm going to show you the top 5 ranking law firms for the search phrase New Jersey car accident lawyer. Why? Well, because it's extremely valuable to personal injury attorneys. If you rank in the top 5 for this phrase, or Trenton, which we'll also look at, or in Newark or Jersey City, then you're going to get a ton of car accident cases. So we're going to analyze the top sites using these tools because these are the sites to beat. And we're going to look at these numbers because it's really all about numbers. It's not magic. These tools do not lie. And I'm going to explain these numbers as we go. So of course we do all this work. This is not a sales video. If you want to see proof of our work, there's a link in the description or a button somewhere on the page, depending upon how you're viewing this video. And there's going to be a free offer pop up at some point if it hasn't already popped up. Take advantage of that because it's totally free. There's no strings. It's a video of me shooting a video like this for you, looking at your website, pointing out some of the things that are holding you back, and comparing your website to the top ranking sites in your location. So click on that, enter your information, your email and your website address, hit send, and you'll probably get that video in under 48 hours. Most cases, 24 hours. So take advantage. Okay, so let's jump in. Here's the phrase, New Jersey car accident lawyer. Google finds a little over 1 million websites that have that phrase in them. And here's the number 1. Okay, here we have some ads. They're at the top, but we know for a fact that the bounce rates are very, very high. Traffic coming from these ads jump off the sites very quickly, and we can see that in the analytics. So it's a big waste of money. I'm sure that's not news to you. And these are expensive clicks too. It might be like $120 for one click. So I'm not going to waste that guy's money by clicking that button. And here's the winner circle, 1, 2, and 3. Right? So let's take a look. Why are they in that top spot? Well, they have the page title set up properly. New Jersey car accident lawyers matches the phrase exactly. I'll take a quick peek at OnSite now. I'll show you what they're doing. Simple site. I've analyzed the site a couple of times. I would say there's maybe, well, I won't guess. I'll tell you exactly how many words are on the page. I have this tool over here. Here's word count. There's over 3,000 words on this page. Google, it makes it a little easier to rank a website that has a lot of relevant content on it. They have some links to internal pages that are car accident related. And I do not see a custom sidebar. All right. So let's look at the on-page elements. I'll move this tool out of the way, open up this tool, make it bigger so you can see. Here's the URL. So this is a really big ranking factor with Google. And they have the keywords in the URL, and just pretty much the right way it should be done. They have a New Jersey folder here, so you can see that slash. And within that Jersey folder, they have a car accident lawyers page. So the keywords are right in the URL. The keywords are set up perfectly in the page title, right? This is a really nice credibility indicator they put in the title. It's pretty smart. Here's the meta description. They have the keywords in the meta description, although you can actually leave this blank and Google will choose a meta description for you. It's no longer a ranking factor. They have their H1 tag set up properly. Now, these are the things that Google reads. So you have to optimize these elements. They have the H1 set up perfectly. New Jersey car accident lawyers matches the phrase. And here's their H2 tags, which are super important. Let me take a quick look. It's good, pretty good. H2 tags are really important, and they should be more like article-style headers, things that lead the reader down the page. So this is good, what we can do for you, but it's not really relevant. It's kind of general and broad. No fee unless we win. They could add some synonyms in there, use the word attorney, car crash, that kind of thing. They have accident victims. Victim is a great word to have in the H2. Google looks for that phrase because people do search that, and so on. So that's pretty good. Then they have a lot of bold and keywords, which doesn't help with ranking, but it does help people. It draws your eye to some important phrases on your site, on your page, keeps them on the page longer. If you keep your visitors on the page longer, your bounce rate goes down, and then Google sees, people are staying on the site. There must be providing good information, and that's ultimately what Google wants to do. They want to promote websites that provide good information, and you want to do that in as many ways as possible. One thing I don't see on the page is a custom sidebar with links to other pages within the site that are car accident related. And that's a big thing that's missing, because, like I said before, Google is really trying to find a website that's providing good, relevant information. And the best way to do that is to add a lot of content to your site with links within your car accident related page, pointing to those, because that does two things. One, it feeds juice from this page into those long tail phrase pages, and it keeps people on your site. Let's say the person who's been in an accident finds your page, and they're scrolling and they're reading, and they see a link that says texting while driving. And they think, wait a minute, I think that guy who crashed into me was on his cell phone. I want to see what rights I have. And they click on that link. Google sees the click, and Google sees that your visitor's staying on the page, and they love that, right? In addition, when you add more car accident related pages to your site and you properly build them into your folders, which is something that I can't cover in the video because it's I'll make the video too long. You're adding so much authority to your car accident page and your domain. It makes it very easy to rank a car accident page when there's a lot of other car accident related pages on your site that are in that car accident folder, right? And I won't go into the technical ways of setting that up. It's not rocket science. It's actually really simple. But I don't see that many attorneys doing it. We do it, and that's why all of our websites are ranked in the top 3 for super competitive phrases anywhere in the country. And check that proof video. So that was a quick overview of OnSite. They have it set up pretty well. I'd say like 82% of the way there. That's a big guess. I don't know what 82% means, but there's a lot more they can be doing. But they're number 1. So what else do they need to do? Let's look at these numbers. So PA, that's page authority. That's 1 out of 100. A page authority, an internal page of a 39 is pretty good. That's a good number. I'm surprised that it's actually this low. I would guess before looking at this that this phrase would require a page authority of like 41, 42. And that's what we like to do with our clients. Get them up there in the 40s so you're nice and strong. This right now, Trust Flow, from this tool Majestic, is one of the most important ranking factors. And Trust Flow is, I should give you an overview of links, and I'll do that quickly in a second. But Trust Flow is a metric that Google uses to look at to determine the trust of the links coming into your website. And relevance is a huge factor. So look here, most of their links are coming from law-related sites. That's why this number is so nice and high. 48 is a very good Trust Flow. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up another tool. Sorry if I'm bouncing around a lot. I want to give you as much information as I can. Okay, let me take a peek at this URL using this tool Majestic. I really want you to see, there's the Trust Flow. I'll move this tool over to the side. There's only 12 referring domains, meaning there's only 12 different websites linking to that internal page, which is good information for us because it means That's what we need to beat, right? We need to get more than 12 other websites to link into your car accident related page, to your car accident page, and they have to be law related. Let's take a look at those referring domains. Here they are. This is their 12 websites juicing up that internal page. Now, it's not really enough to just look at the referring domains. You have to look at the page itself, and I use a different tool to do that. And I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, but this is the juice that page is getting. And it's the reason why it has a nice page authority and it has a nice trust flow, right? So these are law related sites. I'll go back to the summary. And I want to point out something else. I'm going to have to move the tool over again. All of my browser is just completely filled with SEO tools. Anchor text ratio, very important. I would say their anchor text ratio is over optimized, but because it's an internal page that they decided to rank, you could push the anchor text a little harder. So anchor text is the text of that link that's pointing to your site. Very important. If you over optimize it, it sets off a red flag with Google. That's the penguin penalty, if you've heard of that. And theirs is really high. I mean, look at that. New Jersey car accident lawyer, 97% success rate. 40% of the links use that same exact anchor text. Now, it's not so bad because there's only 12 websites linking to them. If you had a higher number of websites linking to you and you had a really high percentage of those links all matching the same exact thing, that would cause a problem. But in this case, it really isn't, for a total of 149 links. So how do we beat this firm for that location, for that exact phrase? Well, we could be more relevant than them. We could provide more information. And there's about 150 good phrases that are commonly searched by car accident victims. So we just go through that list and we start generating content because we know people are interested in that content, and we publish it on your site in the proper way. There's 8 of us over here. That's what we do all day. And then we start to link to those internal pages, those car accident pages, with a number of different strategies. So let me give you a quick overview of link qualities. This will be important for you to understand. So links have to be diverse, they have to be relevant, they have to be authoritative and focused, and the anchor text ratio has to be set properly, which is what I just explained. And you have to keep an eye on the velocity of those links, which means the speed at which those links, Google sees those links pointing to your site. You can't just start with 20 links one month and then the next month you have 2,000 links. It's very unnatural. So let's go back to diversity. Your links have to come from a wide variety of websites, Web 2.0, local directories, both paid and free, legal directories, both paid and free, press release distribution, article syndication, guest posts on other trusted sites, social media, private blog networks. We happen to own a very powerful and relevant private network of sites, about 500 websites. So it's very easy for us to, over time, build the authority and the trust flow of our clients. Those links have to be relevant. And that's a part of, we're talking about relevance of links. That's where this comes from, this trust flow. Google looks at this and starts to trust your site because they're seeing a lot of other relevant websites linking to you. So you don't want to get links from sporting sites or some stores or yoga sites, or you want your links to come from law-related sites. Even better, car accident-related sites, right? Authoritative and focused. Those links have to come from strong websites. So you can't just go out and build a bunch of cheap law firm-related sites and expect to rank number one for a phrase like this. They have to come from sites that are well indexed, have good content on them, and have links pointing to them as well. They have to have good metrics. And then I explain velocity. So that's a nutshell. Let's now go down the page and see who else is ranking for that phrase and why. Let me take a quick sip of this. Okay. Number 2 spot is a FindLaw site. Now, A lot of people are intimidated by this because the numbers are high. We are not. And the reason that this is not something to be afraid of is because they're not really that relevant. It's because it's basically a page of links, see? Google does not want to promote a website that is just a page of links. It's not relevant information. So when I see the FindLaw directory in the number 2 spot, I know right away I can push them out of there using, even though they're strong, is a domain authority of 91, trust flow of 65, 145,000 links pointing to them. Google just doesn't have another option. And this is like it's a scale. If you can come along and be pretty strong with a page authority of 39, but be super relevant, meaning your website has a lot of great content on it, good internal links, custom sidebars with all this information. You push these guys out of the way very easily, and we've done it in a number of very competitive cities around the country. Number 3, this is a law firm site. The page title matches their the keyword perfectly. Let's look at the numbers. Page authority of 32, decent. Let's look at the trust flow. It's a nice trust flow, right? 46 is very high. It means the websites that are pointing to them are trusted. They have good metrics themselves. However, I don't see the law and society button up here. These are purple, so they are society, but it's not law. So the reason that this site is in the top 3, it has to be a combination of the page authority, trust flow, and relevance. If they had strong, trusted websites that were actually law-related, I bet they'd be certainly above FindLaw and possibly in the number 1 spot. Because my guess is they have some other things set up properly. I could be wrong. I'm going to find out very quickly. We'll find out together. All right, here we go. This is why. Let's see what else they have here. They have a lot of content on the site. There's 1,600 words on the site. I have this little word count thing down here on the right. The domain rating, according to Ahrefs, is a 48. That's a good number. The Moz ranks look good. I'm just going up and down this tool over here. Page authority is 32. The relevance scores are good, but I don't see law. So it has to be an on-page relevance thing that's keeping them nice and high. Let's check it out. Car accident attorney in the URL, no mention of New Jersey. New Jersey car accident lawyers in the title, matches the keyword exactly. Meta description, they have it in the meta description. H2 tag, they nailed it perfectly. Car accident attorneys instead of lawyers in New Jersey. They have some H2 tags on the page, but not enough. I would like to see maybe 6 nice H2 tags with synonyms. We'll close this up. It's got to be something else, right? I know what it is. It's this right here. Related information. Like I said a minute ago, Google, their main objective is to provide the fastest and most relevant information for their users. That's why people go to Google. They don't necessarily Google car accident lawyer to find a lawyer right away. They want to read about it. They want to see what rights they have. They want to see what other people are talking about. They want to learn, right? So this is why this website is doing so well, because they have this custom sidebar. Now, they're a personal injury firm, right? They do everything: burn injuries, traumatic brain. They probably do, defective products and nursing home neglect and all that stuff, slip and fall, dog bites. But none of that information is here on the page, which is smart, because they want to show Google that, look, we're relevant for car accidents, and we're going to prove it by putting all these phrases right here for our readers to find. Now, these are all great phrases. People search these phrases: reckless drivers, always stuff about insurance companies. I don't see anything about texting while driving, there's 100 good phrases. If you click on one of these, and this, I'm guessing again, nice long page of content, and they set up their URLs properly. So check this out. in their legal services folder, which they could eliminate and put this car accident attorney page right flush on the domain, within their car accident page, which looks like a folder in Google's eyes, actually, when you start creating this child-parent relationship, they put this uninsured motor information page. So what this does is starts to strengthen the car accident folder, which is your car accident page, right? So I know that's confusing. But when you have a lot of car accident related pages built into your car accident folder, it makes this folder or this page very, very strong and very easy to rank. And that's how they did it. It's not rocket science. It's super simple. It's a matter of choosing keywords, having the team write the content, having our publishers come on the site, publish the content, and then getting some links into these pages. And the metrics go up. Google index all the content. Very easy. Number 3 spot. Very, very valuable. Number 4, Stark and Stark. Auto accident injury, NJPA. So now we're starting to see some different things. And we're going to go down the page and you'll see how the numbers start to drop off. Here's a trust flow of 10 in the number 6 spot, right? And it doesn't even say car accident in the title. So right away, this is an opportunity. Google's choosing a website to put in the top 10 that has low numbers and is not perfectly optimized for the phrase. Here's another page, website in the number 7 spot, New Jersey car accident attorneys. So their page title is set up properly. However, look at this, page authority of 23. Trust flow is very good though. So maybe there's something holding them back. The page authority is a little low. Maybe there's only one referring domain. I see. This one RD means there's only one referring domain. So there's a low number of links going to this page. One website's linking to the page over 1,000 times. In the number 8 spot, so now we're looking at websites that are very easy to outrank. It's nice to be on page 1. You get some notoriety, you get some calls, but it's not enough. You want to be in the top 3. That's 75% of the clicks are in the top 3, 50% are number 1. So, you could celebrate being on page 1, and it's very easy to get there if you set up properly and reliable company. But you're not going to move a mountain in the number 8 spot, number 9 spot. Cool. So in the number 10 spot, we actually looks like it has a pretty clean site, but it's optimized for New York. So again, Google has no other choice other than to promote this website. They're like, trust flow is 15. New York, it's optimized for New York City. New Jersey's in the title, but this is the most relevant part of the title, the furthest to the left. That's good information. Let's look at Trenton, Newark. I'll skip Jersey City. The video is getting long. So this is important. This is not organic. You pay for this, and like I already told you, is a waste. This is organic. Super important to be here, and there's a way to do it. You do it with local citations and a couple of other tricks. Number 1 site for Trenton is FindLaw. I've already told you that it's not hard to outrank them. In fact, the page authority in the number 1 spot is a 1. So that tells me it's even easier to get up into the top spots in Trenton for that phrase. They are also taking up the number 2 spot. Again, there you go. And then the number 3 spot, which is the winner circle, there's a page that has the page title in it perfectly, Mercer County. The page authority is a 1. There's no authority to the page, and it's in the number 3 spot. Trust flow is 32, but they don't have any links coming from law-related sites, right? This is a very easy site to outrank. In the number 4 spot, still super valuable, car accident lawyer Trenton in the title. Page authority of 21 is pretty low. Only 3 referring domains, according to Moe's. Majestic sees some law-related sites linking to the page, but pretty low. It's a score of 11, trust flow. Right? And here's a number 5, with a page authority of 1. So the only reason these sites are up here is because they have this page in the website. So a lot of the reason I'm shooting this video is because a lot of attorneys say, it's too competitive and it's, it doesn't work. That's baloney. We'll check Newark and then we'll shut the video down. Definitely take advantage of the free website audit. You'll learn a lot. It's something that you can keep forever, watch at your leisure. No pressure. Number 1 spot. I think we've already seen this site. Maybe not. I'm sure I've seen it. I don't know if I've spoken about it with you yet. Number 1 has the phrase right in the title, has the phrase in the URL, so it's relevant. Page authority of 19. It's not that strong. Trust flow is very high, at 48. You can see a lot of nice law-related sites pointing to that page. Number 2, look at these numbers. Already in the number 2 spot, which is super valuable. It's the winner circle. There's a page authority of 22 and a trust flow of 18, which we know is low. And we don't see any law-related sites linking to them. So how do you beat them? Very easy. Very easy. And they don't even have the key word in the title. Same thing with number 3. Well, number 3 is the same site. So again, this is an indication that Google's trying to find a relevant website to put in the top 3. Otherwise, they wouldn't put this site twice because it doesn't have a high trust flow or a high page authority. Let's look at the page that's in the number 3 spot. Simple page. We'll look at their on-page SEO. Car accident lawyer in the URL. They got the page title right. They have a lot of H2 tags with the word Newark in it a couple of times. Maybe 60% of the way there. They have these bullet points, but they're not linking to any internal pages. Nothing about settlements. There's no links. There's nothing to keep anybody on the page. So this is not really even a strong site, not a contender. Okay, so I hope this was illuminating for some of you. I hope you watched the whole video. Take advantage of the free website offer and free website analysis offer. And I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.